That's it for today's 7 Super Tip Show. The police are coming out to get us. It was so hot. All right, let's do it again. Hey, it's number one. Hey, it's number one best-selling author and motivational speaker, Erik Qualman. A lot of you know me as Equalman. On today's 7 Super Tips, we have the one and only founder and CEO of SalesForce, Marc Benioff.
What we need to do is we need to tap into your employees, and we need to tap into your products, and we need to tap into your technology, and we need to tap into your relationships and your resources and everything that is going on in your organizations. And you need to get out there and help our Boys and Girls Clubs and our YMCAs and build safe places for kids after school and do mentoring and tutoring, and that you can integrate your corporations with the communities that they exist in. And that you do not have to have walls around you that are separating you from those that you are living right next to. Just remember this: get out there and do something for other people. There is tremendous community with SalesForce. When I look at all of our customers and how they talk to each other, interact with each other, support each other, help each other, that the community is what's so amazing. And of course, they come back here every year for Dreamforce Indoor. We have 1,000 events like this all over the world happening all the time. And then it kind of hit me, wait, something's wrong with our marketing. You know, yes, our marketing is kind of like, you might wonder, you know, we're out all on that right now on a family camping trip, which is something that we're working on at this conference, trying this out, this new branding idea.
The trees.
The trees, the family.
But the food is better than the average camping trip.
Better, okay, there you go. But then I noticed that, gee, yeah, our marketing is still not completely there, because here's one of our great customers right here talking about a whole new way to deliver personalized care, but he's standing by himself. That is not SalesForce. SalesForce does not allow any customer to stand by themselves, nor do SalesForce customers feel like they're alone. SalesForce customers actually feel that they're part of a community. And what I learned is, if you are going to connect your business and your philanthropy, you better make sure that it's integrated deep into your culture. That it's not just something that you're going to tack on, but that you're going to build an integrated business. You're going to build an integrated life. You're going to get these things to work deeply together, and you can do it. And I'll tell you why that integrated business, that integrated life is so important. Because the real joy in life comes from giving. It comes from service. It comes from doing things for other people. That is what is so powerful about this. Nothing will make you happier than giving. More than half our employees have been with us less than 18 months. So that's, our challenge, and as we continue to just have meteoric growth, we want to make sure that it's clear, what our culture is and what our values is, and the things like trust and transparency, that's at the height of our hierarchy. But the thing, here's my big revelation being on the road, and I had said this to our employees when we had this offsite in the summer. I brought in a number of our executives and individual contributors and special interest group leaders, and I said, look, this is our culture, this is our family, but our family is also our customers. Our customers are also our family, and our partners are our family. And in Hawaii, we have this word Ohana, and that also is the name of our culture. We call it Ohana. We labeled our behaviors Ohana. And so we said, no, our Ohana is not just our employees in this room. Our Ohana is also our customers as our family, and our partners are our family.
You have a very big Ohana.
We have a very big and growing Ohana. And I look at it that way, and I said to our employees, you treat our customers the way you would treat your family. That's the behavior we want. You treat the partners, you behave the way you treat your family. And if that isn't how you're doing it, and I know not all software and technology companies do that, we won't name any names, then we aren't being SalesForce, because that's how SalesForce behaves, to your point. We treat our customers and our partners and ourselves as if it is our own family. And in the 21st century, the most important thing is to focus on stakeholder value, not shareholder value. And your stakeholders are your employees, your customers, your partners, the environment, the communities that you serve, the homeless people in your cities where your offices are. You have a lot of stakeholders. And as a CEO, if you manage your stakeholders and you focus on the success of all stakeholders, then everyone, including your shareholders, who are certainly one of your stakeholders, will benefit. And we've proven that. At SalesForce, we're one of the top 10 best performing equities of the last decade. But we did it the right way. We did it with a stakeholder approach. I will tell you, my biggest mistake at SalesForce happens every day when I'm not listening deeply enough to my employees and to my stakeholders. Well, I mean, we all want to innovate. This is important. You know, all of us want to have innovation as one of our core values in our company. Who doesn't want that? And, you know, one of the challenges is that as, you know, your company goes farther along through history and gets bigger, you always have this kind of, you know, innovation neurosis. Am I innovating enough? Am I going fast enough? Am I going to come up with the new ideas first? You know, we all want to be innovative, and we want to get to the future first. That's what we want for our customers. We want our brands to be known as innovative brands, and I think that's, you know, what you're articulating. And the problem is sometimes you push that envelope and you'll break something, or something will go awry. And in other cases, you're like, gee, I can't get there organically. I need to become inorganic. That is, I'm going to acquire. You know, I think for all companies today, this is an important balance that if you want to be committed to innovation, you have to be committed to organic innovation and inorganic. It used to be in our industry, a very common phrase was not invented here, NIH. It's kind of disappearing a little bit in the vocabulary of the next generation CIOs and CEOs. They realize that if you're going to innovate, that you need to include others, and those others may be outside of your company's walls.
And I'll tell you, I was sitting out here not so long ago, but life does go fast. And I made an unusual decision. I was graduating on a Friday just like you are here, and Monday I started work. I was ready to hit it. I was ready to get going, ready to make it happen, ready to get out there. I was motivated, I was excited, I was educated, I was inspired by my commencement speaker, and I was ready to go. Ready. And Monday I started at this little software company at Oracle called Oracle Corporation in San Francisco, this little software company. And I got up there, and they were excited, and they were inspired. And I'll tell you what, I worked, and as you heard, I had some great success there. I was the youngest VP there, and youngest SVP, and I went on and created some great products and did all these things. And about a decade went by after my graduation, and I'll tell you, life goes fast. And 10 years went by, and you know, it's kind of funny. People are always overestimating what you can do in a year and underestimating what happens in a decade. And a decade went by, and all of a sudden, I kind of felt a little bit weird. I felt kind of unmotivated, unenergized, not very excited, not very inspired. It's kind of in a bad mood, kind of grumpy, a little bit pissed off. And I went in and I talked to my boss, Larry Ellison, who's the CEO of Oracle, and I said, I'm not feeling that great. I think I need to take some time off. He said, go for it. Good idea. Very supportive. So there I was, kind of a lost 30-something, and I did what all lost 30-somethings do. I went to India. And I went to India, and I took with me one of my really good friends, Arjun Gupta. And we were touring India, and Arjun was born in New Delhi, but he had never been through India, and I wanted to go through India, and I had all this time off, and I was going to make good use of it and do something I couldn't normally do. And we hit all these great cities from the north to the south, from the east to the west, and then I'll tell you something amazing happened. Something amazing happened. Arjun and I ended up in a little hut in a little area of India in the south, and called Kerala, in a little city called Trivandrum. And Arjun and I were sitting in a little hut with a guru. A guru is an incredible female saint. All the saints in the south of India are female. And we were kind of confessing our lives and our worries and our concerns and our anxieties and our fears and talking about life and what we had accomplished and, that we wanted to change, and we were on our quest. And we were sitting there in that hut, and it was kind of fun and amazing at the same time, and incense was kind of wafting over us, and candles were flickering, monks were chanting, and Arjun was getting ready to start this new venture capital company, and he decided to take out his business plan. And he took out his business plan, and he started reading it to the saint. And for an hour he talked about the future of technology. It was going to the cloud, and it was going mobile, and it was going to have social networks, and 1 trillion sensors, and everything in the world was going to get connected together. And she sat there so patiently for an hour. And it was great. It was amazing. I was inspired by him. And then at the very end, she turned to him. She turned to him after listening to his whole business plan and said this: Arjun, while you are working so hard to change the world and create all this great technology, and I'm sure all of it will come to pass, don't forget to do something for others. And Arjun was kind of taken aback a little bit, and I felt like she was talking to me. And I kind of felt like I just found what I was looking for. And she said, don't forget about other people. But while we're doing all this hard work, while we're changing the world, don't forget about others who are a little less well taken care of than we are here,
That's it for today's 7 Super Tips show. My hope is it helps unlock and unleash your inner superpower. Those are 7 tips from SalesForce's Marc Benioff. And until next time, hit that subscribe button. Remember, it's not what we take from the world, it's what we leave behind. Skeleton's favorite musical instrument? The trombone. Much to the chagrin of the team, especially when it's cold or hot, or the sun's going away. Because there's only certain times you can shoot film where you can try to make me look younger. That's in the morning and also at dusk.